While artificial intelligence is rapidly getting integrated into our daily lives, people seem to have mixed feelings about it.
McDonald's Netherlands recently released an ad that was entirely AI generated for the holidays. It faced backlash from some online users. According to multiple reports, McDonald's Netherlands first turned off the YouTube comments section and then pulled down the video entirely.
The 45-second ad consists of seemingly AI-generated people experiencing bad luck amid the Christmas season. The song that plays over the ad is a cheeky rendition of "It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year," with the lyrics being changed to "It's the Most Terrible Time of the Year." McDonald's Netherlands told Fox Business that this moment serves as an important learning experience, that's what they all say, as they explore the effective use of AI.
Conservative commentator Matt Walsh felt very strongly about the ad. He wrote on X, quote, "It sucks. It's awful. There's no artistry, no wit, no charm, no warmth, no humanity. You can tell it's AI from a million miles away. I hate it. You should hate it. We should relentlessly mock and deride and bully anyone or any company that uses AI like this."
Goodness, he's very strong feelings about the matter. On a related note, actor Leonardo DiCaprio recently weighed in on the use of AI in visual art. In an interview with Time magazine, DiCaprio said, quote, "I think anything that is going to be authentically thought of as art has to come from the human being. Otherwise, haven't you heard these songs that are mashups that are just absolutely brilliant and you go, oh my God, this is Michael Jackson doing The Weekend. Or this is funk from a Tribe Called Quest song, Bonita Applebum, done in, a sort of Al Green soul song voice, and it's brilliant. And you go, cool, but then it gets its 15 minutes of fame and it just dissipates into the ether of other internet junk. There's no anchoring to it. There's no humanity to it, as brilliant as it is.
And Aline van der Velden, creator of the viral AI actress Tilly Norwood, says how she thinks Tilly will fit in the world of film. Velden added, "I think it's very important for the creative industry to take this tech and control it. I'm part of the creative industry, so I want us to be in control of the guidelines and the ethics around this and it not be imposed by the tech industry." I mean, a lot of this should really just be governed by how consumers react to the product. If people were having a negative reaction to a McDonald's AI-generated ad, well, that's their right to feel that there's something hollow. And many of these AI videos are easily recognized as such because there's a hollowness to it, particularly when the images start moving, and it's fine to reject that. We might get to the place where it's so advanced that you can't tell the difference, and then sorry,
we're all doomed. Once that happens,
I don't think we're all doomed. We'll just we'll use the AI, the technology, to apply ourselves more creatively in other ways. I mean, you have in movies, in large fantasy battles, you have CGI generated soldiers, troops in the background. They're fake. Using AI to do that instead of whatever technology we used before is a difference of degrees. Really, it's not. I don't think AI is anytime in the near future going to replace, like the Leonardo DiCaprio role. And he owns his likeness, so if you tried to exactly rip him off, then you should sue for that. That is stealing. You can't represent it as Leo, but have it not be that. So I don't have any problem fighting back against that aspect of it.
In relation to the McDonald's ad, I wonder how much of the backlash was because of it being AI and how much was simply because it had this rather grim or dystopian message that people didn't feel was very festive. I mean, it is always interesting when corporations of one kind or another try to stand out by doing something a bit different. And sometimes it really works because it's fresh or it creates some kind of controversy. Other times the controversy seems entirely negative and people, lash out against it, as happened in this case. DiCaprio's point, I have more sympathy with the idea of that there's something about AI-generated art that does have that coldness that you're talking about, where it is our simple awareness of the fact that it is a tech-generated song or image, or does that just make us recoil from it in and of itself because it disrupts the idea that not to sound corny about it, but that someone has poured their soul into this at some level.
Right. I mean, it goes into what is the nature of art. I mean, a lot Now we recognize comic books as an art form, but that wasn't always the case. We recognize video games as an art form. As I'm saying, we were just talking about it. They're very, very literary. They're often quality literature. They've gotten to look really good. AI could get to that point too. I mean, I see AI videos that I know they're AI that I appreciate for Star Wars. Star Wars is something that people argue about a lot because people have opinions all over the place. A lot of people didn't like the prequel movies when they came out. Now those have had like a renaissance and everybody loves them. They came out when I was a kid, so I've always loved them. The new movies are hated. I bet one day people will like them actually. And there's no consensus, but there's all these like little gaps in the Star Wars lore, and I've seen AI-generated videos like, what if these two characters actually had that, the conversation where Dooku gets killed by Anakin, well, what was he talking about with Palpatine right before? And it's not totally without merit. It's obviously not as good, but those actors are never going to film that scene. They're never going to make that happen anymore. The one guy's dead. Yeah. It's not without, it makes me chuckle, it makes me think. Yep. It's not that different than like a mashup or like a fake trailer for a movie, or when they take moments in entertainment products and they set it to different music and it has some different feeling. That's kind of cool. You can draw some interest from that. I do take that point that it can be used in those kind of contexts for pure amusement value in a way, or entertainment value. It's high art.
Exactly, yeah. That you can play out various scenarios, and it doesn't have to be from movies, of course. It could just be like random life scenarios, whatever. But the thing that I think worries people more about AI is firstly, the capacity for it to be misused, so people are represented doing things that they have never done of whatever type.
Then they should sue.
Well, they certainly should, but I mean, the thing is that does it have a more collective negative effect in that we, as the general public, become more doubtful about whether what we're seeing is a legitimate, real-life occurrence or an AI thing.
We're going to live in that is it real or is it cake dystopia.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's Niall, don't worry. It's Niall.
We don't want any AI versions. It did come up on Facebook and I was horrified, my AI avatar. Anyway.
Next up on Rising, a new survey reveals some alarming information on the younger generation's views of the news media. We'll be right back.